everyone! It's not the 16th of April, which I've just seen behind me, and I'm going to get in trouble with various people for having the wrong date on the board, so we'll rub that out. Everyone knows it's the of April. We'll leave it as the of April. I am Mr. Harris, and I'm here to teach you. It's a short video today because it's all about teaching you a game that you can then go away and practice, play, and it's something you can do on your own, and it's something you can use to while away the long hours while you are all locked down, and you can see how many times you can complete it. I've got my deck of cards here, but I'm going to because I wanted you to make sure you can see what's going to happen. We're going to go into my program, studio, that's what I call it, my studio, and we're going to learn a couple of different games. Quick bit of admin. The reason I might look a little bit tired today, I was at the hospital late last night. I got back about midnight. Unfortunately, my wife's fine. She's just having some tests done. So we're no baby yet, but just that's why I'm a little bit tired. So sometimes if I'm looking a little bit tired, I do apologise. It's because I'm trying to make sure that my wife's okay, and we're 36 weeks now, and our babies have come in up to about 39, 40 weeks. So it's getting close. So all madness and things. So thank you very much for bearing with me. We are going to get to do some clock patience today. I guess we need to get started. So, I've noticed a couple of people saying there's no resource sheet uploaded today. That's because there's no resource sheet for today's lesson. It's because today's lesson is teaching you a game that I'm going to teach you on the video, and the resource is you'll need a pack of cards, and you'll go away and play the game. So if you're looking for a resource, you won't find one. I'm sorry if the description says that you will. That may well just be because when I was uploading it all and sorting it out, I left it so it was copy-pasted and said, oh, there'll be a resource. I'll delete that shortly. But the only resource you need is a pack of cards and ears. Have you all brought your ears today? If you haven't brought your ears, go and look in the cupboards for your ears. See if you can find them, screw them in while I head over to the studio and get ready to start. So our little starter while I say some introductions. It's like the anagram we've been doing, but only 9 letters and in a little grid. How many words can you make in 45 seconds? I'm going to say some hellos. You get your list down. If anyone manages a 9-letter word, that is like super bonus. But anything over 7 is brilliant. And I'm going to say good morning to Advika. Good morning to Paul. Good morning to Annabelle, whose name is Annabelle. Good morning to Jules. Good morning on Mum's computer. That would be Annabelle. Still. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning. You only need 1 deck, Sophie. Good morning, everyone else. Monty Nut. Good morning, Vera. Siddy. Good morning, everyone who's here. Some excellent interaction here. Good morning, Amber. Amber's dropped her cards all over the floor. That's going to take a while. Good morning, Robin and Tilly. I love the interaction with the live thing today. It's nice seeing so many people writing words in. This is what we're looking for. People getting involved. Right. If you wanted to, you can pause that and carry on if you want. But I'm going to carry on and deliver the rest of the lesson. So, we're going to look at clock patience. This is what clock patience looks like if it's solved, if it's completed. You can see on the left-hand side it's a completed version. But we're going to start without a completed version. Let's start with me. Oh. You are going to get your cards and get them nicely shuffled. And so I am going to shuffle my deck of cards, which I know is ridiculous because I'm not using these cards, but I'm just showing you how I shuffle. I've got a fancy shuffle where I split them in half, hold one half, do it like that, and then pick it up and push them all together and pretend to be cool, but really not. So, how are we going to lay it out? Well, I think the next slide will help. So, what you're going to do is you're setting up like a clock. 12 o'clock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And in each of those spaces, you're going to put 4 cards. You're also going to deal 4 cards into the middle. So, you've got 13 piles in total. All the ones around the edge, and then 1 in the middle, and you flip over the middle top card. So you should, hopefully I'm not on the screen yet, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, Mum, I'm doing it. I haven't messed up yet today, touch wood. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have this. Now, here's one I prepared earlier. So hopefully, if everything works, you should magically come over to see me. And I have found a clock solitaire online, which allows me to show you exactly what I do. As you can see, I've been playing this game for over an hour. This is because I set it up and got it already. You should just about see me on the side of the screen, and you can see my clock. The way the game works is you take the top visible card and put it in the clock where it goes. So this is 9, so it's going to go face up under the 9 pile. And then you turn over the top one, which is another 9. So you take it off, face up under the 9 pile, and it turns up as 7. So far I've got 2 9s, so the 9s are doing quite well. I take the 7, and that goes face up under the 7 pile. You'll see it highlights for me where I'm allowed to put it. I can't put it in any other one. This is under where the 7 would go in the clock. Goes on the bottom, and the top, another 9. The 9s are getting done very quickly. The 9 we put on the underneath the 9 pile and turn the top card, another 7. We're only going to play with 7s and 9s, clearly. Put it under the 7 pile. We got a new one, an 8. That's going under the 8 pile, and a 4. Over to the 4 pile, and a queen. The queen is worth 12. Queens are 12, jacks are 11. So the queen goes under there, and we get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Rock. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. An ace is a 1. That's why when you put the 1s in. So that's going to go in the 1 pile, and out comes a 10. The 10 gives us another queen. The queen gives us a 3. A 3 gives us a 2. Hopefully you can see what's going on. I haven't got any questions from you so far, so I'm assuming you're following it. 2 gives me a 2. Another 2 gives me a queen. A queen gives me a jack, which is an 11. Jack. There's another queen. I have completed. You can see, look, once I move this 5, the queens have been completed. The whole point of the game is to try and complete all the piles. It is possible to do. 5 again. Jack again. 5 again. We've completed the 5s now. So queens and 5. So I've managed to complete 2 decks. 10s. 8s. 3s. 8s. You can get quite a good rhythm going. Uh-oh! A king. When you get a king, this thing goes in the middle pile. And you get a new starting card. So we've lost 1 life. We have 4 lives. When the 4th king goes on, that's the end of the game. 7. 7 goes to here. 1 goes to here. 10 goes to here. 6 goes to here. 6 and again. 3 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 6 o'clock. King. Uh-oh. I'm halfway through my lives. I don't know. I've got 3 piles done. The 12s, the 8s and the 5s are done. We'll keep going. The aces I've done. I've got another pile out. The 6s are done. The jack. Oh, it's getting nervous now. I've lost 3 lives. Still got lots to do. 2. Jack, I don't want to see a king. Oh, there's another pile finished. Another pile finished. Oh, I came so close. There are no moves left, and I had 3 piles left to go. The whole point of the game is you keep going, and you try and get all the piles turned over. And you'll see, if I go back to my PowerPoint, you will see when you have a completed thing, they're all turned over, and the last one on is the king. So you can see, I nearly did it. I was doing so well, and then the king started coming out. Now, are there any questions? If there are, ask them in the live chat. I am using a chat called, you can just about see it at the top of the screen, I believe. If you look right at the very top of the screen, Sophie, you can see it that I'm doing on there. Sidney, there's no point saying I can't understand. You have to ask a question on how it works. So do you have a question about how to set it up? Do you have a question over how I choose where to put things? You have to ask questions, otherwise I don't know how I can answer them, because I don't know what you're confused by. Let's go to the toolbar where I've set up another game. So here I am, City. I've set up the game. I've made a clock shape. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've made a clock face, and in the middle I've got 4 cards, and I've flipped over the top middle one, which is a king. That's not a good start, because king means lose a life. So in this one, I start by losing a life. We then going to go, City, I'm going to do it straightforward. Ask me if there's any point you get confused on. Remember, I'm 9 seconds behind you. So, 9. This is a 7, so it goes to 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put it on the bottom, turn over the top. It goes on the 7 again. And again. 9. We're getting a rhythm now. 5, and a queen, and a 5, and a 5, and a jack, and a 1, and a 8, and a jack, and a jack, and 10. You don't have to sing this song, but it does make it more enjoyable. 4, and a 2, and a 6, and a 3, and a queen, and a 9, and a queen, number 7. Doo-be-dee-doo. It's probably quite annoying if I sing the song, so I'm probably going to stop that now, because I'm going to get people trying to unlike the video. 2, and a 10, and a 10, and a 1, and a 8, and a jack, and a 6, and a 8, and a 1, and a 3, and a 3, and a 8, and a 3, and a 10, and 2, and a 4, and a 4, and a... Uh-oh, let down to 1 life, I think. 9, and a 6, and a 2, getting closer at 1. Uh-oh, this needs to... Ta-da! Yes! Mr. Harris did a win! In 52 moves! He did it all! He's the champion of Clock Solitaire! I didn't even know that was going to work. I'm so happy. This is my super happy face live on the video. I managed to do a win. That never happens. We all know that every Friday we play games and Mr. Harris is rubbish at them. I am so happy. Okay. So, Sophie, if you look right at the top of the screen, you can see the site. But I will link it into the video. So in the description, I will add it. As soon as this video's over, I will be allowed to change the description. But you can't change the description while we're recording, which is why I can't. So I apologise I haven't put it on yet. Oh, I'm on to now 4 cards left. Well done. Let's just go back to the end, because I've got another thing. If any of you are like, oh, I've played that before. I saw a Vico said he played that before. So, where are we? There's another game called Clock Patient. Clock Patient. We've just been doing Clock Patience. This is called Pyramid. You set it up, and you can remove cards if you can get a pair that add to make 13. Remember, jacks are 11, queens are 12. And so you need to make 13. Kings make 13 on their own. And the idea is to clear the entire pyramid. But Mr. Harris, this is a whole new game. This isn't the clock game. We're going to need to see you. Well, fortunately, clever Mr. Harris found this game as well online. So he's going to show you this. Just like this. Now, I might have to hide myself because I'm probably in the way of the 10 in the bottom left corner. I'm just checking to see. But... yeah, I'm in the way of these cards. So I've hidden myself. And to remove them, what we have to do... I was looking for cards that add to make 13. I can't see anything yet except this king does. So I'll click it. And so does this king. And so does this king. Well, that's all the kings has done. 7. A jack needs a 2. Because a jack is an 11, so it needs a 2. But the 2s are locked. You only get access to the top row. Oh! 6 and 7. That makes 13. 6 and 7... they can disappear. Now I can get this 2. Now I could use the jack here, but this 2 could go with this jack, meaning this 2 can go with this jack. That's helpful. Now, 5s need 8s. So what about if I clear that one with that one? Queens need 1, so I'm going to need a 4. So we're looking for a 4. Click on the thing. I've got a 4. 4 with a 9. Queen with a 1. So now I'm on the look. I can use either of these cards. You can use the discard pile or the top cards. You you get 2 options, and this 6 will go with this 7, and then this 10 will go with this 3, and then this 5 will go with this 8. But I'm getting a bit blocked by this 10 that needs a 3. So turn it over, 9 and 4. Need some queens. The queens are blocking me. No. There's a king. 10 and 3. Jack and 2. Where are the queens? Aces are blocking. Here's a queen. Now, which one do I release? I think I need to release this one. Still need a 3. The 9 doesn't help me. 3 helps me. Now, that queen goes with the 1. How far can I get? Can I deal these again? No, I'm stuck with them. I think I might be done. I might be blocked. Anyone see any moves I can do? No. I think that's the end of this round. I don't think I'm going to be able to go again, so you'd have to restart the game or deal new cards. But that's how this game works. You keep going until you're out of cards on the top and you've cleared off 13s. Okay? So hopefully this is good. City understands this one. Excellent. City, feel free to rewind and watch the Clock Patience one again so you can see it. Watch the video again so you can see how it works. I hope to hear lots of news of lots of people who've been enjoying this game. I've been doing my best to make it make sense to you. Let me come back on the screen. So that's been Clock Patience. That's just and Pyramid Patience. A couple of patiences. I think I might be in the way right now. I hadn't even thought that I'd be in the way. That's better. So yeah, enjoy the patience. I am going to get ready your lesson for 11 o'clock. Anyone who's doing the 11 o'clock lesson, year 5 up to year 9, it's trying something different. It's an escape room. It might work well. It's going to start off. This one is going to be a simple version because I was late home last night. I was supposed to be here all evening working on it. But we'll see how it works, and people can give me feedback. But it's best done live. So if you can be here at 11, because the way it's going to work is you're not going to advance through it at my speed. You're going to advance through it together as a team. You're all going to do this video live as a team, working together on the clues and in using the chat. So it's going to be the first one I've done where being live is kind of useful, because if you're not here live, you can watch it and try the puzzles, but you won't be able to engage in actually trying to escape the room. So I'll explain a bit more about that in 40 minutes. So that's been me. I've been Mr. Harris. I hope you enjoyed that lesson of that lesson. Go away and let me know. I'd love to see pictures of your completed Clock Patience. If you managed to get it out like I did, show me your celebrations. Show me your completed things. I want to see the pictures. You know where to go to send me all that stuff, because I tell you all the time. So play Clock Patience. Can you beat the game? And don't forget our Taskmaster. I've seen some brilliant ones so far. Some pictures made only from dots. Doesn't have to be pencil. I've just pencil drawn, but you can use pens, coloured pencils, pens, whatever you're using for your dots. I've seen some amazing ones so far, which are going to go in my Taskmaster gallery for the week. So if I can easily see it, that'd be brilliant. But also, can you beat the game? How many tries does it take? Show me you beating the game. I am really looking forward to seeing that. So that's Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris is going to wave goodbye for another 40 minutes. He's going to try not play any patience, because he's going to try and get your escape room sorted. I'd love to see some of you back in 40 minutes. If I don't see you back, then I will see you on the Monday, where we're going to learn some stuff that we're supposed to be done on Wednesday before my technical difficulties. So, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, konnichiwa. I don't even know if it's a good morning or goodbye. I'm sure someone will tell me in the chat. Goodbye.